Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. My name is Candle Hearts, your local pink gremlin, and I am back from house sitting finally. I've actually been back for a couple of days, but this week has just been a little bit of a chaotic mess. Mess is the only nice word for it. I have my phone open because I'm about to tell you about this game that I'm going to be playing today. It is an early access. It actually releases on April 13th, so that's really soon. It's like in 2 or 3 days, depending on what your definition of like days are and like where you are in the world. Couple days. I was given this Steam key by the creator of the game. Thank you so much. A couple days ago, aka last week. Oopsies. So I'm just gonna get to a short description of the game and then we'll hop right in. I'm super excited. This game is called I Did Not Buy This Ticket. It says, Candelaria travels from one funeral to the next, weeping for the departed she has never met in life, going on long night treks that keep her insomnia at bay. When she comes across a bus ticket she did not buy to the mysterious Eigengrau line, she is forced to confront traumas from the past and define a new course for her life. So this is a game by Tiago. They are the ones who gave me the Steam key. Thank you so much, Tiago. And let me just open the game. I'm so excited. I should have opened this before, but you know me, I don't do things. I don't do things in time. But I hope everyone's doing okay. Hopefully I'm back to normal this week. Hopefully we're all good until the next convention and then I get all messed up again. Okay. It's all right. A little bit of spice. Sorry if I'm very slow. I haven't streamed in like 10 days, more than that. All right, here we are. Accept. Important information. We respect your privacy. Hell yeah. I also respect my privacy. Start. And there is no sound currently, I believe. You might be able to hear a little bit of sound. Let's do a new trip. There is a little bit of sound. Okay, I need to turn this up on my end. Hold on. Oh my god, my keyboard is so squeaky. Okay. Mic arms are so good. Weep for the dead. The tears well up in my eyes, distorting my vision. They come easily, fat, salty, continuous tears. Ooh, the music. It's so good. As if I had known the man lying in the coffin before me. This is the first time I've ever laid eyes on him. The tears run down my cheeks. They itch, but I resist the urge to rub my face. I know that feeling that sucks. The itchy tears. I know it's more dramatic to let them flow. My emotions just for show. I'm in complete control. I always am. Cannot be me. I am an emotional wreck. The deceased son. Hey, we finished the burial. Everyone's gone home, so we should settle your payment now. That was quite the performance, I have to say. No one can say I'm not worth the price or tell your friends about me. Let's busk a little bit. Tell your friends about me. You're joking, right? I'm pretty sure I picked that last time when I played the demo. I mean, you understand that it's not such an easy service to advertise to people. A service that never runs out of clientele. I'll do what I can. He's like, this lady's weird. Anyway, here, the amount we agreed on over the phone. You seem like you want to say something. No, well, I do actually. It's silly to try to hide it from you. That is very loud now. Hold on, just kidding. I need to turn it down. Being a streamer is hard. I have to turn down the audio and turn up the audio. It's so hard. I was impressed with the realism, truly. You'd never seen my father before. And yet your mourning was more emotional than that of my relatives. It's not too different than the work of a good actress. He had a bad relationship with his family, huh? Should I pry? I kind of want to pry. Let's see what happens. He had a bad relationship with his family. It wasn't an all bed of roses, no. You noticed it just by watching the others here? I hope that his death might create some chance of reconciliation among us. Something to unite us, even if it was just us complaining about the old man. My brother doesn't even seem to care that he passed away. It might be just a silly notion of mine, but I do believe your work here nudged us to some form of reconciliation. Damn it, maybe I didn't cry hard enough. Maybe watching a stranger cry harder than them will touch something. But I didn't pay you to listen to me rambling, did I? I mean, that's probably part of it, right? You haven't paid me yet. Oh, of course. Before you go, let me ask you a question. I got curious about how you got into this, how you learned to weep so spontaneously. I'm just built different. I'm just that good. It's not a common profession, let's be frank. We're just staring at each other like... All I can say is that life takes us down unexpected paths. I don't have to answer that, and I won't. I'm not going to be rude. Unexpected paths. That's just another way of not answering. Okay, maybe I should have been rude. Jerk. You don't even know how you got here, do you? Myself, I wanted to be an artist. Yet here I am in a suit and a tie. Well, you're at a funeral. Wearing my daily uniform to bury my father. He's a salaryman. Is that all? Oh. Yes, of course, forgive me. Here's the money, thank you. The envelope is nothing but an excuse. Can you live well off of this? I don't know, can I? Leave me alone. This isn't my day job. It's more of a hobby. I've played the demo before, but it's still funny. Unexpected answer. To say the least. I imagine this would take a toll on your spirit as a job. If you do it to pass the time, well... What do you mean? Most people don't go to so many funerals in such a short amount of time. It's an oppressive atmosphere, even if it's not your relatives. How do you deal with that? I'm just built different. No one ever asked me that. The questions help keep my mind off other things. Makes sense. Also, did they take this man out of the casket? I'm just now realizing that. Come on, Dad. Yep. I'm pretty sure they bury them with the casket. So? Ah, yes. The question. Oh, my phone. I keep my distance professionally. I don't think of anything during the ceremony. I keep my distance professionally. I'm a professional. Even with death so close by. I believe what we bury is only a husk. The person is gone. Sorry, I think your cell phone's ringing. No. Yes, it is. I almost managed to ignore it this time. Leave me alone. I don't need to look at it to know who's calling. At least it interrupted the interrogation. Won't you get it? Don't answer the phone. Let's go for the middle one this time. No. I have another job scheduled and it's far from here. I need to go now so I won't be late. Of course, please. Once again, thank you. I love how it's like getting staticky and effed up in the background. The backgrounds are so good. Such a vibe. See, like more vibes. This is like so good. The bus should be here already. This is going to be a long trip. There's like cat hair stuck in my lipstick. Thanks, George. Long enough to catch up on some sleep. Good luck. Sleeping on public transport. Good luck with that. I've literally never been able to pull it off. That client's questions gave me a headache. Don't think about it. Such a good choice. The only one, honestly. Where's the ticket? I should check my seat number. What's this? Is this the inside of my pocket? Eigengrau. 000 with a scary eyeball. There's still a cat hair in my lipstick. Eigengrau line. I did not buy this ticket. The credits roll. If this was a movie. Seat 000. Weird. Maybe an error in the system? That's a good noise. That's some Serial Experiments Lane static noise. Ah, the bus is here. Yeah, that's a bus noise if I ever heard it. Very normal. Everything is very normal and okay. Huh? This is the bus. This is the bus. How strange. What part? The moon rolling back around back here. The tape. The like ASCII wingdings. Not ASCII wingding things. How it's like neon. And how the sky is red now. Which part? Looking at it makes my teeth chatter. What is this? I need to get to that funeral in the morning. I guess I'll die. Board the bus. Guess I'll die. Is she wearing like combat boots? Cause like moon. Hello. Good evening, miss. Where are we headed on this dark night? I did not buy tickets for this bus. You're late. I'm headed where the bus is headed. I'm just gonna disassociate and say I'm headed where the bus is headed. Of course. Of course, we also have to consider that the bus's destiny depends on... Never mind. I don't want to delay this trip any further. Please get settled. Please take your seat. We'll be leaving shortly. What's the bus fare? I guess I already bought the ticket, right? Look at all these silly characters. Okay, hi. I like this one. The scary bear face. Also, this guy looks like a fucker. All the seats are numbered 000. I can see 3 empty seats. Why can't I talk? I got overwhelmed by the faces. Sit at the back, sit at the middle, sit at the front. So this is different. I just inhaled my own spit and almost died. This is different. So in the demo, I can only sit in the middle. What should I do? I'm going to go with my gut instincts in the first playthrough. I'm going to sit in the back. That's what I would do. I'd be like, oh, goodbye, everybody else who's staring at me. In my seat once again. I got an achievement. It's called hard seats. This bus is not like the others. Feels like I can't tune out here. That swapped ticket. Well, I'm here now. That's that. The funeral starts early tomorrow. At least I have the whole night to sleep. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. What a tight seat. It didn't look this uncomfortable from the corridor. Oh, screw it. I've traveled in worse things. At least there's no puke on the floor this time. She's been through it. Sleep's coming. I wish that I don't relate to this at all. I literally take like 20 minutes to fall asleep. Cannot relate. Look at her, she's just snoozing. She's like, see, me. I feel like I'm being watched. You probably are. Those people are kind of weird. Hey. That was the conductor. You can't sleep here. Is that why the seats don't recline? The seats do not move. They do not recline. They are at the precisely correct distance from each other. In accordance with specific standards. Changes do not happen. Whoever tries to disrespect the rules must answer to me. I honor my job. So no sleeping. You gonna staple me with that? Like, you gonna staple me? Sleeping is the reason I came here, dude. That's a ridiculous rule. That's a ridiculous rule. You cannot challenge the company's rules. Well, I'm not an employee of your company. There is something off here. Do you happen to be carrying something? Something that should not be here? I don't know, my cool attitude? My demeanor? I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. Don't know. But I see it. Something is off here. I'm not hiding anything. Where is your ticket? Or perhaps there is something else in your pockets. Bucket sand! Just throw like spaghetti at him. I must take a closer look. Get the fuck away from me. I will pepper spray your ass. I'm a pepper spray your ass. I'm a pepper spray your ass. Nah, pull out your pepper spray. Absolutely not. Kick the seats. I'm not hiding anything. I'll de-escalate the situation. Oh no. I think I got eaten by an eyeball. I need to get out of here. Okay, I think I died, which is an excellent... Maybe not? Did I not die? Oh no, I just ran away. Alright, sick. What? Well, what the hell was that? Someone didn't put the seat down. That's really rude. I don't even remember how I got here. Did I panic? This bus, why am I here? Also, there is a toilet on this bus. That's kind of cool. I've never been on a bus that didn't make like stops. It's like a land plane. Trains are already on land. It's fine, I'm very normal. This is what I look like. Look at this face. I don't even recognize it anymore. I got achievements. What did I look like before? I'm not supposed to be here. You don't have 3 eyes over your hand when you do this? That happens to me all the time. I'm not supposed to be seeing this. I think it's probably okay. I just want to reach my next job and not think about any of this anymore. Well, I think you're having a traumatic breakdown, so that's just too bad. It's empty? Everyone got off. We're at the bus station. How? When did we get here? You just had like a big old like hour-long trauma thing in the bathroom. Good morning, miss. I believe I managed to compensate for our tardiness after all. He just fucking like zoomed. Like going like 100. This trip was supposed to last all night. How did you do this? There's a strange person pestering me. I feel sick. I think I would not tell them I feel sick, even though I do. I think I'll say it's how did you do this? Look, the sun's rising. That's not my work. This trip couldn't possibly have lasted all night. How long did I spend in the bathroom? Not even tired or sleepy. I don't think he knows that I spent time in the bathroom because he should have been looking at the road. And there's something very wrong with nature today, miss. Oh no, my phone's ringing. Are you going to answer that, miss? What's it to you? Do not answer in the middle. No, I'm in a hurry. Excuse me, miss, just one more thing. The ticket, please. Uh-oh, I couldn't find it before. The ticket. Yep, I have it. It's in this pocket. This one. Uh-huh. This is usually handed to the conductor, but I can take it too. Well, the conductor was being insane. He like went and like ripped out his face and then came out of it. Look, you seem nice. Do I? Let me give you some advice. When it's time to hand over the ticket here on this bus, always hand over the ticket. I immediately don't want to hand over the ticket. What else would I hand over? You wouldn't believe the sorts of things people leave behind here. Oh yeah, like what? As I said, you wouldn't believe it. Like their eyeballs. This is very eyeball themed. Just remember to hand over the ticket and everything will be just fine. Okay. Look, I gotta go. Thanks for driving. See you. Thanks for driving at 99 miles per hour the entire way to get us here. That was super cool. Oh yeah, we're past the demo. Let's go. Lament for the departed. The bizarre trip keeps disturbing my thoughts. I can't cry as well. I try to focus on the work I was hired for. The tears flow. I weep for a person I've never seen before. Business as usual. Though I cannot say if invoking the tears is easier or harder now. Just cry because you had a scary experience on the bus. It's okay. Oh, they're gone now. Oh, God. Hello. This week's bereaved. Well, that's it. It's done. He's buried and I'll never see him again. Are you all right? You seem a little under the weather. I just had to cry for your deceased whatever, okay? I look probably really yucky and my face is puffy. The work to move me, it's okay. That's a lie, though. I don't want to lie. I went through a strange experience on my way here. Oh, on the way here? I had an altercation with the bus conductor. An altercation? Maybe I'm exaggerating. I just keep thinking about it. Pay me no mind. This day isn't about me. We're here for your father's funeral. This is my first funeral. Can you believe it? First time. My grandparents died when I was very young, so I remember nothing. I keep reading this week's bastard. I'm very sorry, sir. I thought I'd feel different, knowing I'd never see him again at all. Sorry, I didn't hire you to listen to me. I guess I'm just very approachable. In a way, you did. I won't charge too much extra. I'm such a kidder. In a way, you did. I didn't know comforting the mourners was included. We're united by loss, are we not? Seems fair. Thank you. I will deal with this on my own. I have to pay you. The performance was quite something, I have to say. Better than I expected. Thanks. Here you go. Right. Are you gonna tell me that you were gonna be an artist as well? You have more questions, don't you? My clients always do. Ah, I'm curious. You made a long trip to get here, didn't you? Is it all worth it? Money me money now. I like how all the answers are not for money. Okay, fine. It's a hobby. This trip is part of it. George? Hey, you want to come up here? Boy time. Hey, I don't even know where you are. Jojo. Come here, buddy. He's just gonna meow. He's making a subtle expression I've seen many times. Judgment. He doesn't understand. Yeah, he doesn't understand, Jojo. Not that I expect him to. This big ol' eyeball man doesn't understand why I like to cry at people's funerals. If you don't mind, I'd rather not delve into the subject. I have insomnia. The nights on the bus help me to sleep. I didn't sleep at all, though, so I'd rather not delve into the subject. Of course, it has nothing to do with me. I'm just a little lost in all of this. I've been focusing on minute details. Details. Sorry. I'm your local spell checker. Noticing things I took for granted before. I think I'm good at hiding it, but I'm shattered in a million pieces inside. Am I your therapist? Am I your therapist? You must have seen this a lot. How mourning changes people. I'm just like, okay. I gotta go. Okay, I gotta leave. Oh, of course, forgive me for keeping you here. Well, thank you one more time. When we scheduled everything, you said you'd be coming in from another funeral, right? What now, one more? No. I'm taking a break. So I was lucky to get the last one this season. In a way. The funeral season is booming. All this traveling must get tiresome. Ask about the Eigengrau line. Keep the question to yourself. I'm gonna ask. I like to fuck around and find out. Have you ever heard about a certain bus company? I caught one of their buses to get here. The Eigengrau line. The name rings a bell, but I can't quite remember. I went on some bus rides to settle some of the old man's real estate. I remember paying attention to the upholstery. Some of the travelers' faces. The line's name, though, the route, it's a blank. At least that's what I recall. The last few days have not been kind. You're just asking this, like, really bereaved man. That's understandable. Thank you, anyway. Speaking of which, it's time for me to go. You've said that, like, 5 times. What is this, the Midwest? Oh, sorry, I gotta go. You just keep standing up and sitting down. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. Have a good trip back. Finally, we're free. Oop, I'm gonna slide up behind you. I ride an ordinary bus home. Well, that's no fun. Nothing else happens. The bus is practically empty, so so no one bothers me. A normal, boring trip back home. I sleep the whole way. When I wake up, that strange bus seems like nothing more than a nightmare. A week goes by. We're not answering the phone still. Shut it off. 2 weeks go by. We still don't answer the phone. Life seems to return to normal. Man, there's no middle. Let's do middle bottom. As I settle back into my routine, certain thoughts creep back. With every vibration of the cell phone, the insomnia returns. I look for new gigs. I may not like to admit it, but the service helps pay the bills. The lack of sleep doesn't make the other aspects of my life any easier. I contact the son of the man I called Ivanildo Alves. Ivanildo. Okay, I got it, Jesus. For some reason that was hard for my tongue. He liked to spend hours rowing a boat on a small lake near his town. He left 2 sons, 2 daughters, some grandchildren. He was 62 years old. A retired bus driver. He had a sudden heart attack. That little boat became his coffin. I bought a ticket on a regular bus, one with reclining seats. The passing of days have left that last trip more surreal than ever in my memory. What? Some guy, like, crawls out of his own skin with a little eyeball and then you can't sleep? A dream formed by a poor night's sleep in an uncomfortable seat. Still, this time I made sure to check the bus company's name on the ticket. Comet Lines. Normal. No surprises. Definitely not eyeball time. Oh, it's eyeball time. Sorry, it's very much eyeball time. The bus must be arriving by now. Ah, damn it. I forgot the deceased dossier at home. I wanted to study it during the trip. Can I remember all the information? Okay, I do remember that. Ivalnito. Because I couldn't pronounce his name. What was his profession? He was a retired bus driver. I thought that was funny. And he enjoyed rowing. I think I managed to remember. Iron memory, let's go! My brain is so good. I mean, it was like 3 seconds, so. I'd better write it all down before I forget. Yeah. I have pen and paper in my purse. Oh my god, it's gonna be the ticket. What's this? Dun, dun, dun! How? I bought a ticket for another bus line. I remember it well. I just got an achievement called Iron Memory. Come on. It was called... That's not fair! It was called Comet Line. It's called Comet Line. No. That's not right. It was called Comet Line. I remember in my little brain. The bus is here. Blah. I love this damn bus. It's so good. This isn't possible. I don't want to get in this thing. Come on, it wasn't that bad. Just give him the ticket this time. But I have no choice. Just give him the ticket this time, fool. Just hold on to your ticket like this the whole time. Hey, what's up? Hey, you traveled with us some time ago, didn't you, miss? Is it the baby bangs? Is that why you remember me? Or is it the 3 eyes when I cover my face like this? I hope my services will be more to your liking this time around. Are you gonna go like over 100 miles per hour? How are you doing this? Where did this damn bus come from? Who are you guys? I'm gonna ask, who are you? Us? What do you mean? I'm just a humble bus driver. As to the passengers, well, I can't speak for them. It would be rather impolite, don't you think? Don't you notice anything strange? The passengers, they're not normal. Don't you notice anything strange? Miss, I need to pay attention to the road. I fucking knew he would say that. I knew he would be like, what? I'm just watching the road. All passengers, including you, miss, are my responsibility. And all these little scary blinky eye man. And of course, they are responsible for themselves. Speaking of which, I should get back to work. Will you be joining us, miss? That's enough. I'm leaving. Will the lady allow me one last comment? Perhaps you're asking the wrong questions. Maybe it isn't our work you should be questioning. What? I see many people entering and leaving this bus every day, but not all reach their destination. You are a few steps away from your seat. Your ticket is in your hands. What a waste to throw it away, don't you think? Indeed, even if I changed buses, I'd miss the funeral. But that's not the point, though, is it? You're right, I'm going in. Great! He's like, hell yeah. We'll begin our trip shortly. Please get settled. I'm gonna hold my ticket like this. And then go get the bus driver and then be like, here. Stuff it in his eyeball. Hi. I've seen you 3 before. I can see some empty seats. Eyeball. You know what? Let's sit in the middle this time. I'm gonna sit in the middle. Let's see if we get some bus passenger interaction. Right. We should be off shortly. What a hard seat. But to be honest, I've traveled on worse. I could get used to this. I could get used to this rock hard cement chair they've given me. Oh, she falls asleep so fast. Damn. Huh? Did I fall on the floor? Someone sat beside me. Bite. I'll ignore whoever it is. I'm not in the mood for talking. Me every day, all the time. Man sitting beside you. Hello. Ooh. I hate that. Hello. 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 Bitch, this sucks. It's no use, is it? Good evening. Aw, so you deigned to talk to me. Let me settle in. Fucking scream. What the fuck was that noise? There. Hee hee, good evening. I hate traveling alone, you know. That's why I'd like to talk during this long trip. And you look like someone who likes to talk. I fucked up so bad. I love to listen. Oh, he's a freak. We're the perfect pair, yes? Fine. What the fuck do you want? Well, I have no idea. I'm not a very interesting person. Why don't we talk about you? For instance, this traveling alone thing isn't new to you, huh? Of course, it was a new thing once. I can see it in your face. Keep a serious face. This is so scary. Hey, hey, hey. I asked you a question. Won't you answer? Is he gonna fucking kill me? You're going to leave me hanging? What are you thinking about? Is your mind going back to the day these trips became a habit? That's it. You don't really have a place to go, huh? Oh, what do you mean? I feel no urgency in you. I mean, sure, you want to go somewhere. Only, you don't need to. It feels different. I feel there's an interesting story there. Longer and longer ellipses. Hey. 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 Why don't you look at me? I really don't want to. We could talk better. Climb over the seats and run. Is there something about my face that bothers you? Or something in my words? Hey. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Hey. Screaming or hitting this guy won't do any good. Thank you. You're so right, Lune. Hello. Thank you so much for joining and making me drink some water. He won't stop until he listens to a damn story. He needs to hear a story. Well then, the story, sure. Why do I travel by bus so much? Yeah, that's right, hee hee. Oh my god, this fucking sucks. Joy of my travels and vanquisher of my boredom. Hee 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 hee. I hate this so fucking much. Well, I'm all ears. Right. That first trip happened quite a while ago. It happened after Mom's funeral. Actually, it started when we got home. It was a day for mourning, but Dad was furious. Furious? This is so creepy. My left side is like, ugh. Why? At what? At me, because I cried at the funeral. Crying at a funeral? That's to be expected, no? Is it not? Is it not? Bitch, do not listen. Yes. Only. I don't usually talk about this. Oh. Leave me alone. That's even better. Well, when I cry, it's not real. It's never real. Oh. Elaborate. I thought it would be appropriate. I wanted to cry for real. I feel everyone's eyes on me, the daughter waiting for a reaction. I feel like this one's the most... Are appearances that important in your world? They're worth nothing to me. Hee hee. Hey, hey. Continue the story. I never got along with my mother. We even had an argument at her deathbed. So Dad saw my tears as pure insincerity. Mockery. He was beside himself. Wait. Your story lacks a character. Add one. What, didn't make shit up, but there was no one else. Hey. This happened. I'm not making it up. Hey. Hey. Add a character. My twin brother was there. That's fun, right? I knew there was someone else present. Hee hee. I'm a very attentive listener. No detail escapes me. Now continue. I tried to defend myself, but soon I was pointing fingers as well, accusing Dad of things I can't even recall anymore. He was convinced our argument had landed the final blow to my mom, even though she was in a terminal state already. To him, I'd killed her. I see. What about your brother? What did he do? My brother? He was there. He didn't just watch, did he? No, that would be way too boring. My brother, that didn't exist. Remember that day? Sure, I'll just unlock it. Just unlock that out of my brain. How did it go? He defended me from Dad. He sided with Dad. He didn't do a thing. He defended me from Dad. Ah, gentlemen. He yelled. Dad confronted him. They fought. It was horrible. Horrible, yes. I hate this. That's what makes it memorable. That was all too much. I threw the door open and walked aimlessly through the night. I think I would have been crying if I had the capacity. I didn't, of course. My mind was confused like never before, but my vision was clear, no tears to get in the way. Aw, our intrepid protagonist flees the scene. If this dude talked to me in real life, I would lose my fucking mind. I can't like politely talk to people for too long. I would literally just get up and like try to run. Just on a moving bus. You'd have done the same. Yes, I ran. I couldn't face all that. I didn't flee. I did what I could. I couldn't face all that. She admits her cowardice before life's challenges. Hee hee, nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's great. It's what I expected. Hee hee hee. Anyway, go on. You went out in the middle of the night, aimless. Must have arrived somewhere. I must have. What if I just roamed? What if I say I went back home? Then everyone made up and it was all fine. If I say this, I'm pretty sure he's gonna fucking kill me. I think I'm just gonna make shit up. I'm just gonna start making stuff up. Ah, yes, go on. I don't know when I got there. To the bus station. I was lost in thought. I bought a ticket someplace I can't remember, but far away so the trip would be long. I did all that without even thinking. I sat alone and observed the hills rolling by for hours. I hadn't slept in weeks. My mom's situation, I just couldn't. On that bus, though, I slept like a baby. When the insomnia comes knocking, well, this trip still works. Besides, every town has someone passing away. I mean, you could just take a bus and you didn't have to, like, cry at funerals, but there's always a funeral that requires a bit more drama. Believe it if you will. Right. You spoke, I heard, and I judged. Uh-oh. It's gonna fucking stab my ass. It lacks conflict. What? You carry grievances from this story. You must blame someone. It's the rule, the weight you carry from all this. Yes, that's it. Tell me who you blame. My dad. I'm gonna blame my dad. As expected, I'm not surprised. Oh, sorry, my keyboard really needs oiled. That's fine. All stories need an end. It's what happened. Sure. Well, I got what I wanted. I have nothing more to ask. This little story of yours will keep me satisfied for a few more miles. What a freak. What about your story? Isn't it fair that I get to hear it? My story? Oh. I don't know how long I've been here. Riding this wreck of a bus for miles on end. My stories got lost on the road. Why do you think I beg for other stories? Maybe you should pay more attention to what you do with yours. Hee hee. Ah, shit. I shouldn't have told him anything. Freak. Finally, he's gone. This conversation made me dizzy. Me too, actually. Oh my god. I need to wash my face. That was so creepy. That sucked. Someone left the toilet seat up again. Ellipses. I hadn't thought about that day in so long. Or at least I tried not to. I love the use of red in the background. It's so good. Maybe that was my mistake. You gotta keep that stuff on the outside. Oh, excellent. My face got even better. This face. It's changing again. I love it. I look great. It's becoming like that guy's. Or is it just my imagination? Yeah, I'm just imagining that. It's fine. Very normal. Hello. Hi, Victorian. Empty once more. No trace of the passengers. I'm sad I didn't get to talk to that, like, rat-looking guy. Good morning, miss. I'll hazard a guess that you didn't regret joining us for another trip. It was traumatic, and I hated that guy. Didn't regret might be a stretch. Oh, really? The people who reach the bus station usually enjoy the trip. Hold on. Do you mean to say that some people don't reach the bus station? I don't like to gossip, miss. In fact, I need to start preparing for the next trip, or I'll be late. I don't want you to be late either, miss. I am sure we'll provide even better service on your next trip. I love this guy. This guy's my favorite. You're pretty confident that I'll keep traveling with you guys. I am. You have a lot of trauma. You still haven't reached your destination yet, miss. Until next time. This is so freaking good. I love it so much. Oh, hell yeah. Nick's funeral. Let's go. That body in the casket. For the first time, it irks me. Fuck you, dead guy. But I can't. I'm unable to feel something for it. I don't know it. I'm only here as a professional. I need to focus. I need to finish the job. The bus and the mirror and the last night's encounter all return to my mind. No, I'm here on duty. Fulfilling a contract, nothing more. Time to cry. Hell yeah, good job. I'm proud of you. Mourn the loss. I'm a professional. I regain my composure. Nobody notices. I love this background so much. I can't focus with that. Turn your phone off, girl. Block that number. Don't answer in the middle. The work helps me to hide once more. Cry time. It's so weird that they just yeet the body out of the casket. Client. So that's how it ends? Is this Northern Lion? He's bald and he has the glasses. That's how it ends. Once they're buried, it's over. I'm done. Just like sucks it back in. I meant your job. Oh. Yes, that's it. Are you okay? You seem a little out of it. Listen, my head got split into 3 pieces on this bus, and I'm just not sure. Like, what if I just said that? He'd be like, okay. It's so bad that he noticed it. Well, yeah, you have 3 heads. God damn it. You're a professional. I won't open up to a client. I'm good. I'd rather preserve some semblance of professionalism if you don't mind. Oh, of course. Even though I have 3 heads right now, it's fine. I heard about your professional stance, sorry. It is I cannot read. It is intriguing to see it as in person. Is there anything else, or? I should pay you, yes. Here. Thanks. Oh, before I forget, oh, here we go. Here, I wrote down an address for you. Ooh. I know this address. Another client of yours lives there. He's a friend of mine. I didn't expect this. He needs your services again. Something happened out of the blue. Now I'd have to drop everything and hurry there. He really wanted to have you there. I didn't sleep at all last night. I was talking to that freak. It seems like this never ends. Oh God, he's opening up. Can I get to this new job on time? The right didn't give you any closure? It wasn't an easy passage for us. Too sudden. I thought that the funeral would help. Then I thought closing the casket would put an end to it. I mean, the casket's still open, to be fair. Then the burial. And then paying you. Nothing. I thought I was going to be like, I have to leave now. Did you really think you'd cut your connection to your father just like that? You're the one who will put an end to it. We're good at fooling ourselves, are we not? I'd hoped something would click inside my brain. That's what's been carrying me these last few days. Now I'll try to find something else to support me. I need to think about it. Thanks for listening to me. Yeah, now I'm gonna be late. Have a good trip. It's just weird. It's very funny that they take the body out of the casket. I thought you just lowered that shit down. Gotta head to the bus station. It's gonna be a totally normal bus, too. It's not gonna be weird at all. An unplanned trip. How exciting. Time to cry for another funeral. I love this bus station. I don't want to go, to be honest. But the client is waiting. I can't leave him there sitting with a dead person. Can I? I mean, you could. I didn't even buy the ticket this time. After all, it should be arriving. Oh, look, there it is. Imagine that. Whether I wanted to or not. Yeah, but now the conductor is gonna rip my head off because I don't have a ticket. Wearing her lead combat boots again. Hey, what's up? Miss, it's good to see you again. Yeah. I'm not sure I can say the same. I didn't buy a ticket. That last trip got in the way of my work. I did not buy a ticket. That's not a problem. Oh, is it? I'm sure it's among your possessions. I don't even have to look inside the purse to feel the paper strip there present. Bruh. How do you do this? Of course it is. I'm just going to say of course it is. He doesn't answer my comment. He just nods. I don't know what to say. My phones don't answer. Would you please take your seat? I can't start the bus until you're all seated. He's like, ma'am, you really need to untraumatize yourself. It's just the bear guy. Hello, bear guy. ... I can see some empty seats. Let's sit at the... I kind of want to see what the bear has to say. Let's sit at the front. He's probably going to rip my face off because it's a bear, but, you know, it's fine. What a tight seat. The bus didn't look great from the outside, but it's even worse on the inside. But I'm a creature of routine. It's already hard to keep my eyes open. Zee. I'm so jealous. I mean, I do fall asleep on car rides like this. What was that? There's a fucking bear. I sat next to a fucking bear. It's some kind of whisper. Sounds like a bear. Oh. Huh? Seems like it's coming from the seat behind me. Sorry. Let me know if I make too much noise, okay? I don't want to bother you. I love them. Friend. You're not bothering me. Great. Yes, good. Sorry. Your voice, it sounds so much like my daughter's. I haven't seen my daughter in years. Well, you're just some lips. My mother passed away. That's such a weird thing to say. It's just a coincidence. A coincidence. Yes. Of course. Coincidence. Nothing more than that, yes. Still, your voice is too much like my daughter's. And so is your hair. My baby bangs? Are you sure my voice doesn't remind you of anything? Her voice, it can't be. It reminds me of... It reminds you of your mother's voice, doesn't it? Hello? From the last time I spoke to her. Yes. That's right. Her voice had changed. It was more broken, do you remember? It would be good if we could talk, don't you think? To remember a bit of the life we had. Before I left. My impulse is to run. It's fair. To jump through the window even as the bus speeds down the highway. Same. Big same. Me. Yep. Big mood. But something keeps me stuck to the seat. Oh, sorry, I missed say something in Japanese. Fucking tasukete kudasai kusa. A part of me resists the impulse to run. Daughter. I know our last conversation didn't go very well. didn't go very well. Is that how you classify expulsing your daughter from your own deathbed? Screaming? Oop, got him. I just reacted to what you said that day. You wanted to deny me the right to die. You ran away from me. Did I? Does it matter now? I like how my mom is a hand, eyeball, and a mouth. I'm back, daughter. I'm back, bitch. I know you recognize my voice. I returned to give you another chance. Ma'am, you're just lips. I won't give any chances to an impossibility. You give me another chance? Yeah, let's fucking fight. Let's actually argue with these lips. I know that day defined much of your future. Even you being here, at least in part, didn't it? We can change the course you're on, can't you see it? The past does not have to rule us. I'm gonna turn down the volume a little bit, it's very loud. Then you should ask for a new chance. Daughter, you're not gonna call me by my name? That's fucking— oh god, she's gonna bite my ass. Do you really want to discuss a technicality? She's gonna eat me. It's not a technicality. Unbelievable. You really are the same Candelaria. How many years have passed? And still you haven't changed at all. I came back from the grave to restore our ties. Can't you see that? Okay, but that's not what I asked for. Isn't it enough? What else must I do? Stop being a manipulator you always were. Let's go. That's what I was just thinking. Freaking stop gaslighting, girl bossing me. I don't know why I expected anything else coming from you. Even now, as I give you the opportunity to unmake your mistakes, what did I do? You throw it all in my face. Yet again. Leave me alone. Go back to the hell you came from. Let's fucking go. Bro, are you still there? I bit my tongue. Nothing. Not even a whisper. Mission successful. Let's go. I can't stop trembling. I'm nauseated. Yeah, that would suck real bad. I tried to sit next to the bear. I wanted to sit next to the bear and have the bear eat my face, but instead I got confronted with my lip mother. I'd already imagined how the last conversation between the two of us could be different. I did that many times, but I could never picture a conclusion to any of those imaginary talks. Until today. Oh god. I don't think I like that one. I don't like how I'm bald. I got an achievement called Third Look. Ah. I suppose it'll settle. It's fine. I wonder what it'll look like then. I'll just be bald. Maybe I don't want to know. I'm sure she'd disapprove anyway. Of my baldness? Of me being bald? Everyone's gone. There are 5 endings to this game, by the way. I'm gonna find all of them. Good morning, miss. Did you change the bus seats? They seem smaller. Ah, look at that. It's starting to fit, isn't it? Maybe. Right, let's not raise our expectations, huh? I love this guy. He's my favorite. In any case, it seems our services will soon no longer be needed. I still need to get to the funerals. Unless... Hey, answer me. No, it's nothing. We'll speak when the time is right. See you soon. The bus driver, like, listening to me saying go to hell to my mom, he's just like, Hey, you're late. I passed along clear instructions regarding the time. My client needed me. I'm your client now. I need your service. Come on, hurry. Wait, we buried your father not that long ago. You had another death in the family. Yes, my stepfather. He was like a second father to me. We don't control anything at all, do we? Damn, this guy's got 2 dads. Thank you for calling me. You were the first person I thought of, to be honest. Since you were here the other time, it seemed I almost said it seemed I appropriated you. It seemed appropriate to have you here once again. I didn't see his side of the family much. Most people here are strangers to me, and I'm a stranger to them. This is an environment in which I don't control anything. But now I have an anchor amidst the maelstrom. It's a random professional mourner that you hired. Is that what I am to people? When did I take on such a heavy burden? Was it when I began to run away from certain things? Or even before that? Oops, I'm accidentally an anchor to everyone's lives. Whoopsies. Cry time. I'm guessing we're like the only ones here, which is weird. He just watches me cry. Weep for the newly departed. The tears well up in my eyes, blurring my vision. I squint, forcing them out. The sun's eyes are heavy on my back, making it harder. Can you fucking stop? I'm trying to cry. Just turn around. This wasn't the plan. To be an emotional support for strangers. To be an anchor? Am I just saying this out loud? No. 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 Just start going apeshit. Don't you want to go apeshit? Aren't you tired of being nice? I think she's tired of being nice. Is that it? We've buried another one. Thank you for coming on such short notice. It was important to me, and to him, too. And I won't forget to pay you this time. I added something extra to compensate for the short notice. I insist. I do not want to be an anchor. I do want the money. As an entrepreneur, I do want the money. What? I'm not an anchor. I'm not attached to anything. This isn't working. Enough. The job's done. This one's on the house. You just have a slight mental breakdown. I leave before anyone says anything else to me. I feel eyes on me like webs trying to keep me in place. No. This is hitting a little bit too close to home. It all of a sudden took like a left turn into things that I experienced, and I'm like, haha, uh-oh. I recognize the texture of the asphalt beneath my feet. You bare feet. I know the smell of oil and deep frying and rubber and people. I know the sounds of engines and pistons and ripped tickets. You had a fair? Let's go county fair time. And I know the distortion this vehicle causes to my vision. Bus time. You're just having a big mental breakdown now. Board the bus. We love a big old mental breakdown. So I'm at like a carnival and this bus just like skirts up next to me. Miss? Huh? You've been standing there for a while. Have I? You don't have a ticket. No ticket? No maidens? No problem. I reserved one for you. Go on inside. Yeah, this is fine. This is really good. Is that young me? Hello. Oh, okay. There's only one place for me to sit. Eyeball time. Sit at the back. The little kid's gonna start like pulling my hair and shit. This is the same seat I took the other time, isn't it? But that doesn't have to mean anything. That guy must patrol the other areas of the bus. Time to fall asleep again. Every time she just falls right asleep. Oh no, it's the conductor. I remember you. There's still something strange here. I won't be so lenient this time. I know you've brought something strange here. The ticket. Come on. Keep calm. Breathe. He won't let this go. He just wants the damn ticket. Find the ticket. Come on. I have the other passengers to check on. No, you don't. It's in my purse. It's in my purse? Inside my purse. What do you have there? Is my ticket? It's usually in my purse. Pepper spray. God fucking damn it. I never had to use this. It's even a little stuck like some old deodorant. Not what I'm looking for. Sorry, it's usually in my purse. Don't kill me. Inside, spray the eye. No, I'm not gonna spray the eye. Inside my coat. Remove the object slowly. It's my Walkman. My tape recorder. What are you recording? I tape my work sessions so I can study them. I ask for client testimonials. I tape conversations from the ones who are in mourning. I tape my work sessions. Listening to my own intonation, my breathing, what I say when I say it. It helps to do better the next time. When was the last time I put batteries in this thing? Inoffensive. Put it away. Just tried everything. Oh god, spray the eye. Check pants pockets. Check under your seat. It's trauma. Ah, I found it. Here's the ticket. Please don't kill me. The ticket. Wait. There's something else here. What is this? Is a spooky ghost. It pulses to the rhythm of my heart. Is a spooky ghost. I haven't got the whole trip. Did you find it? You're the only one who hasn't handed over the ticket. Hand over the soul. Hand over the ticket. He just said the ticket. I don't want to hand over my soul. Ticket. Ticket. Here. Finally. Have a good trip. I have a feeling that's one of the endings as I hand over my soul. I need to wash my face. What strange face will I get this time? I'm hoping for more eyes. That conductor won't torment me anymore. He got the ticket. Oh, it's still the weird face. I thought this would be the end of the line, but this face, it's stuck. Still the same. I can't wait for things to fix themselves. I have to act. All the eyeballs are closed. I just gotta go ka-chunk, and then the face is okay. And then I'm just bald. Must do this with my own hands. Pull face? Yeah, do it. Go ka-chunk. Right, here it goes. That was the sound. Ah, the sensation. It's like I'm scraping the inside of my own skull. I don't know if I like that. Are we good? Is it back on there? Am I just bald now? Should I do it again? No? It's best to give up pull. Sure, maybe I didn't do it all the way. I don't want it to be too flipped around. Ah! It's like dreaming. Dreaming that my teeth are falling out. It's the same feeling of something loose, something wrong. Of unmaking. Am I fucking my face up? This is gonna be scary. Oh, it's fine. My face is good. We're good. I can't take this anymore. Pull one more time. This is like a look inside of my stupid brain. You gotta stop. One more time. One more time. It'll be okay. I mean, I didn't cry out in pain that time. Look in the mirror. I bet it's all blank. I bet I turned it too many times. Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. How long has it been since I last saw this face? I couldn't even remember it anymore. I'm not even sure this is what I looked like before. I mean, you got a sick-ass haircut. Whatever. It's fine. This is it. I've postponed things for long enough. Sorry, I just had to, like crunch my face in a bunch. Miss? Is that really you? For the first time, I think. In that case, nice to meet you. Unfortunately, this first meeting is also a goodbye. I don't think we'll see each other again so soon. How do you know? I've left a lot of people at their destinations. I've also left a lot of people where they didn't want to be. And took a lot of people from where they didn't want to leave. After all this time, I can tell when they're not coming back. But I'm not the one who chooses these things. I just do my job. Wait, before you go, there's a matter we should settle, miss. Your conductor's a jerk. I apologize on the behalf of the company. Our conductor sometimes applies unorthodox methods. However, I would like to guarantee that he would never lay a finger on you, miss. Still, I have a matter to settle with you, miss. Due to this whole mess, the ticket wasn't delivered. You want me to give you the ticket? I'm asking that you deliver over me what you didn't give to the conductor. You must understand that the two of you have put me in a complicated situation. My job isn't collecting the tickets, that's what the conductor does. But I'll take one for the team. He wants my soul. He's getting me he's taking my soul. Oh, did I not give him the ticket? I've got the ticket right here. But soul. I'm not gonna give you my soul. There's also this thing. I'm sorry to say, but this time I'm the one in a hurry, miss. I'm not gonna give you my soul. Hand over the soul. You shouldn't do a job that's not yours. He's gonna fucking kill me. He's gonna stab me. I disagree. Maybe you do not understand this concept because your own job is a solitary one, miss. But it's not unexpected to have to cover for a colleague once in a while. Getting closer to them in a way. Will you get compensated for this? For this specific task? No. Let's be real, this is a one-off thing. There's nothing wrong with going to that extra mile sometimes, or to help a colleague. I disagree, they're exploiting you. This is such a weird conversation. Precedent, yeah, so that you'll have to do more odd jobs that are not your responsibility in the future. Look, that's absurd. It's true that I've had to make repairs to this dear vehicle once or twice in the past. Still, that's hardly comparing to collecting your ticket, right? A small, simple thing. No, you should... It does compare in principle. Maybe. Let's try an experiment. Did you lose the ticket, miss? Or do you have something else in mind, keeping it for yourself? No, I have the ticket. No, don't bother to answer that. We'll find out together. Oh God, he's gonna kill me. This will be good for you. When we see each other, I got an accumulator. When we see each other again, we'll know where we're at. The bus will keep going where it needs to go. I don't choose its destinations. You choose, and you don't always realize it. Ah, the old call. Am I gonna answer it this time? It's probably my dad. Oh, I get to answer the phone. Hello? Yes, it's me. Ah. I expected as much. I reached the bus station. Yes, I know where it is. No, I'm going on foot. I'm gonna walk. I need to stretch my legs. Wonder what the phone call said. There's something heavy in my pocket. Ah, is it my soul? It was my recorder. An old friend begging for attention. My sessions taped. These don't mean anything to me anymore. I just throw it. Yeet. Oh, is my dad dying now? So this is it, huh? Here I am. It's been a long time, Dad. Finally. His name is Gustavo. That's a sound. I've been trying forever to contact you. Gustavo? Who else would I be? Did I change that much? Is that my twin brother that I made up? Somewhat. The hair, the eyes. You changed too, a lot. I always thought we'd go through this together. I mean, we already knew this, right? That this could happen. I thought you'd come when the time arrived. I couldn't get here sooner. And you think I could? But I managed to. Look, forget it. This music is very loud. I'm tired, Candelaria. You know, ever since I got here, I couldn't stop thinking about that day. Hold on. I have to turn this down. So loud. That day, it didn't feel like it would have such an impact at the time, did it? But it destroyed us. I keep thinking about what it did, about the choice I made. Dad didn't talk to me after that either. But I tried, you know. I went home many times. In his eyes, we betrayed him in an unforgivable way. Dad's like right there. All of this could have been avoided. We don't get to decide other people's feelings, do we? He even let me in once, but he didn't speak to me. He just watched TV. So I stopped going. That tore me up from the inside. Until I ran into him again. He went looking for you to talk? That's what I thought. We went out for a couple of beers. Dad? Seriously? Seriously. So I stopped by his house another day, and he wouldn't let me in. He didn't remember going to the bar. How's that? It wasn't him at the bar. The dad who went out with me was another guy. He'd lost his son in a car accident, lived alone. You didn't recognize your own dad? The son looked very much like me. So we established this routine of sorts. We'd have barbecues on Sundays. He would invite me over. This is absurd. This kept going on until I got there one day. There was another family living in his house. They'd never heard of the guy. That was the same day Dad was admitted to the hospital. This is absolutely absurd. I haven't slept since then. All of this haunts me. I'm so sorry you've been through that. That's insane. We're a victim of a strange curse. I agree. A curse we cast upon ourselves. Oh god, his eyes are following me. That sucks. You still blame him for everything, even now? Kinda, yeah. Well, we need to address the present situation. God, it's hard to say this. There's nothing more that can be done. I can't keep him here, and I know you can't either. We're turning the machines off, Candelaria. My dad's an asshole, so... I think it's for the best. I know I'd prefer it. But I feel lost. I couldn't do this by myself. I'm a mess. Is there gonna be a prompt that's like, pull the plug on your father? There's something squirming around my pocket. You got a little guy in there? Is it my soul? Oh, it's the Eigengrau. I'd forgotten this. It's happened like 5 seconds ago. Hand Gustavo the ticket, hold on to the ticket. I feel like the right thing is to hand him the ticket, but I also kind of want to keep it, but I'll hand it to him. Here you go, bud. A new image is available in the gallery. I got Dutiful Sister. Here. What's this? Hi, George. Hey, come here, bud. He's crying. Something that might help you. This paper has a strange texture. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You can jump up. Come here, buddy. No? Okay. He's just gonna scream. This is a ticket to where? George, come here. Come here. Gotcha. Worry about that later. You want to play a sad game, buddy? Hi. You can go. Get off out of here and go on the bus. This time, let me take care of him. Right. Thank you. I like how he's just like, I wonder if he's like comatose, because otherwise he's just listening to this. This is it then. Are you falling asleep or are you gonna cry? You gonna cry out of spite so your dad gets pissed because he hates crying? Approach the deathbed. Dad, it's been a while. This isn't how I pictured our goodbye. At least you can't chase me off this time. Not even if you wanted to. Recently I met someone, I don't know, trying to pass itself off as mom. I think some people would gladly buy into an opportunity like that. We both know I'm not one of those people, right? I mean, I also told it to go to hell. I've seen many of my clients in the situation we're in now. Or something very close to it. And now my time has come, huh? Time to cry. Oh, goodbye, George. Oh, it's cry. No, it's cry time. I got the achievement that's just called You Cried. I did it. Oh, okay, bye. Bye, George. I did it. Oh, this is cute. I did such a good job crying. I did such a good job. I'm very proud of myself for crying. This is like such a cute little credits. I love it. Excellent. We got one ending. I don't know what ending I got, but let's go to the gallery. Ooh, I got this. That's so pretty. I love it. I only have one thing. I only have one image. Well, that was sick. Does it tell me what ending I got? Hold on. I'm gonna look at the Steam page. I have so many I have so many achievements. I have 8 out of 30. There's so many. I don't know what ending I got. It didn't say. But ooh, that was super good. I want to play it again. I might not narrate everything this time because it's just going to be the same. It's going to be the same dialogue. But I want to see I want to see what I get. Time to weep for the dead. The tears well up. I'm crying. Never laid eyes on him before. She's in complete control. She's good. She's just vibing. We finished the burial. I'm gonna pick different decisions. He had his doubts. You seem like you want to say something. No, I do. I was impressed with the realism. Okay, this is the same. Your morning was more emotional. I'm a good actress. In a way, it's true, but it's not exactly the same thing. No, it's not. Actresses are paid better. Oh, of course. Before you go, let me ask you a question. How did I get into this? I don't have to answer that. I'm gonna be a bitch now. Myself, I wanted to be an artist. Is that all? Leave me alone. Can you live well off this? This isn't my day job. It's a hobby. I love crying. I have an attachment disorder and I love crying. Most people don't go to many funerals. I do it to pass the time. No one ever asked me that. Makes sense. So, yes, the question. I just like crying. I don't think of anything during the ceremony. Watching you, I had a different impression. Sorry, I think your cell phone's ringing. Yes, it is. I almost managed to ignore it this time. I don't need to look at it to know who's calling. At least it's interrupted the interrogation. Won't you get it? No. I have another job scheduled. Goodbye. Once again, thanks. So that's the guy that I meet at the end. The bus should be here already. This is going to be a long trip. Long enough to catch up on some sleep. I mean, like, kinda, yeah. Kinda technically. Client's question gave me a headache. Don't think about it. Oh, here's a weird ticket. I didn't buy this ticket. I didn't buy this ticket at all. Some sort of mental health trauma train. Maybe an error in the system. This is actually, it took me like an hour and a half to do one ending, so I might only do a second one on stream anyway. We'll see. I'll see what kind of dialogue I get on the bus. I'm gonna try to sit next to people. Looking at it makes my teeth chatter. I need to get to the funeral. Guess I'll go on the weird, creepy bus. The vaporwave bus. With all the scariness. I think I'll sit in the middle this time. Oh, he's not scary. He's the best character. Good evening, miss. Where are we headed on this dark night? I didn't buy a ticket for this bus. Oh? Yes, that happens a lot. Don't worry, the bus and I will take us where you need to go. Please take your seat. We'll be leaving shortly. Okay. I never got to talk to the bear. Spooky time. All the seats are numbered 000. I can see 3 empty seats. So I sat at the back last time. Let's sit at the middle. See what happens. There. In my seat once again. Now that line is extra funny. This bus is not like the others. Feels like I can't tune out here. That swapped ticket. Well, I'm here now. The funeral starts early tomorrow. At least I have the whole night to sleep. Good luck with that. Right, we should be off shortly. Scary conductor time? What a hard seat. But to be honest, I've traveled on worse. At least there's no puke this time, right? Sleepy time. Huh? It's the guy! Oh, it's the guy. I'll ignore whoever it is. No, I hate him. I hate him. I don't want to talk to the guy again. Can I load? Oh, I didn't save anything. Damn it, I don't want to talk to this guy. He scares me. Why don't you go sit somewhere else? The other seats were taken. You freak. No. I want to be left alone. I don't. I like to meet strangers. You can see it in my face, can't you? Speaking of which, this traveling thing alone. Oh my god, he's gonna force me to tell you the whole story. I've been traveling alone for years. You don't seem comfortable here like a virgin laying in bed for the first time. What a freak! You don't really have a place to go. What do you mean? I hate this dude. I should have sat in the front. I'm a fool. No, I hate you. You're scary. Hate. Hate. Your face disgusts me. Hit the guy. Hit his ass. I need to get out of here. Hey. Successfully avoided. Just whap some dude in the face. It's fine. What the hell was that? I don't even remember how I got here. Did I panic? This bus. Why am I here? He just assaulted some dude. He was being creepy. I got the first cool face. I think this is my favorite face. Look at this face. I don't even recognize it anymore. What did I look like here before? I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be seeing this. It's fine. You look normal to me. I just want to reach my next job and not think about any of this anymore. What do we do if we reject the trauma bus? It's empty. Everyone got off. We're at the bus station. How? When did we get here? I punched that dude and ran away. Good morning, miss. I believe I managed to compensate for our tardiness after all. There is a strange person pestering me. I apologize, miss. This line picks up all sorts of strangers. It seems we attract people of a certain quality. Freaks. I mean it as a compliment. Sure. Sure you do. Are you going to answer that, miss? No. No. No, I'm in a hurry. Excuse me, miss. Just one more thing. The ticket, please. The what? The ticket. Oh, it's still with me. Here. This is usually handed to the conductor, but I can take it too. Look, you seem nice. Let me give you some advice. When it's time to hand over the ticket, always hand over the ticket. I'm going to hand over my soul. What else would I hand over? You wouldn't believe the sorts of things people leave behind here. Oh yeah, like what? You wouldn't believe it. Like their soul. Just remember to hand over the ticket and everything will be just fine. Oh, okay. Look, I gotta go. Thanks for driving. See you soon. My stompy boots. So I'm gonna run full bitch mode this time. Lament for the departed. It's time to cry. The bizarre trip keeps disturbing my thoughts. I try to focus on the work I was hired for. The tears flow. I weep for a person I've never seen before. Business as usual. I can't say if invoking the tears is easier or harder now. I said I wouldn't narrate. It's hard not to in narrating. Here's the other guy. This week's bereaved. Well, that's it. It's done. He's buried and I'll never see him again. I'm going to try to make it to the appointment. The work moved me. I'm lying. This is my first funeral. Can you believe it? My grandparents died when I was very young. I thought I'd feel different. Sorry, I didn't hire you to listen to me. I won't charge too much extra. I'm so funny. The old man would have laughed at that. I have to pay you. The performance is quite something. Better than I expected. Thanks. Here you go. Right. You have more questions, don't you? My clients always have questions. I'm curious. You made the long trip to get here. Is that all that's worth it? I don't do this for the money. That's what I figured. I did the math. The tickets, the time spent on the road. Fucking freak. I have insomnia. I'd never have guessed that. So this professional, was that like, was that like him being an asshole? Like I look like shit? He's like, I never would have guessed that. So this professional mourner gig covers your travel expenses? I don't answer. I let him believe his own hypothesis. You're missing an H. I haven't slept much myself. I think I'm good at hiding it, but I'm shattered in a million pieces inside. You must have seen this a lot. How mourning changes people. I'm sorry, but I have to go. Oh, of course, forgive me. Well, thank you one more time. When we scheduled everything, you said to be coming from another funeral, right? What now, one more? No, I'm taking a break. George. Oh my goodness. Meow. I don't even know if you can hear him. All this traveling must get tiresome. Jojo, you coming back? Keep your questions to yourself. I'm just tired. That's why I usually pass out on the way back. Speaking of which, it's time for me to go. Sorry for your loss. Thank you. Have a good trip back. Come here instead of meowing. Come here. Come here instead of just meowing all the time. Come here. Come here, Jojo. He's like, no, I'm not going to. Come here, buddy. Yeah. You just went held. I ride an ordinary bus home. It's boring. A normal, boring trip back. And it sucks. I sleep the whole way. When I wake up, that strange bus seems like nothing more than a nightmare. A week goes by. We're still not answering the phone. Absolutely not. 2 weeks go by. We're still not answering the phone. Life seems to return to normal. Let's do the first one. As I settle back into my routine, certain thoughts creep back. With every vibration of the cell phone, the insomnia returns. I look for new gigs. I may not like to admit it, but the service helps pay the bills. The lack of sleep doesn't make the other aspects of my life any easier. I contact the son of a man I called Ivanido Alves. He liked to spend the hours rowing a boat on a small lake near his town. He left 2 sons, 2 daughters, some grandchildren. I'm gonna not remember this one just to get the achievement. A retired bus driver. He had a sudden heart attack. That little boat became his coffin. I bought a ticket on a regular bus, one with reclining seats. Bye. You leaving? Okay. The passing of days had left the last trip more surreal than ever in my memory. A dream formed by a poor night's rest. Comet lines. Normal. No surprises. Okay. We're gonna get the memory thing wrong. Let's see if we get an achievement. Oh no, I forgot the dossier. I wanted to study it during the trip. Can I remember all the information? His name was, this dude. What was his profession? Physics professor. And he enjoyed horse riding. I forgot everything. Even the old man's name. Damn it. Didn't I keep some notes? I'll check again. What's this? Oh, I didn't get achievement. Damn it. Dang. How? I bought a ticket for another bus line. I remember it well. It wasn't called any of these. It was called Comet Lines. No, that's not right. This is very normal bus noise. This is what bus sounds like. This is definitely my destination. These wingdings. This is not possible. I don't want to get in this thing. Yes, you do. You want to get on the bus. I have no choice. She wants to get on the bus. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Hey, what's up? Are you Ivanito? I cannot pronounce that for some reason. You traveled with us some time ago, didn't you, miss? I hope my services will be more to your liking this time. Where'd this damn bus come from? Our line has been active for many years. I'm surprised more people don't know about us. Only to tell you the truth, not all people require our services. Not all people are traumatized like yourself. What do you mean by that? Nothing more than I said. We offer a service. Those who need it make use of us. I believe our potential clientele is rather limited. Speaking of which, I need to get back to work. Could you please take your seat? That's enough. I'm leaving. Will the lady allow me one last comment? I think this is the one other ending I could get. Hold on. Save. I'm smart. Perhaps you're asking the wrong questions. Maybe it isn't our work you should be questioning. I see many people entering and leaving this the bus every day, but not all reach their destination. You are a few steps away from your seat. Your ticket is in your hands. What a waste to throw it away. Indeed, even if I'd changed buses, I'd miss the funeral. But that's not the point, though, is it? Nope. You sure? You know our tickets are hard to come by. Throw it away and you might not get another. And perhaps you'll come to regret it later. I won't regret it. This is strange. I'm scared. Miss, let me be clear. If you get off this bus now, there's no turning back. And if I do get in, I'll be forming a pact, won't I? It is my strong recommendation that the lady gets in and lets me drive her to her destiny. Is that clear? No. A shame, miss. All I can do is wish you luck. Am I gonna die horribly now? I didn't get on the bus. I also missed the funeral. But that's fine. There were others. The strange Eigengrau line bus visits me sometimes in dreams. I can never remember what it looks like on the inside. I've also forgotten why I became a professional mourner. The traveling, the whole thing, none of it makes sense anymore. Oh man, I buried my trauma. Dang it. Yesterday I performed for the last time. The phone doesn't ring anymore. Your dad passed away. I got Nope. I got an achievement called Nope. Okay, I can probably do a couple more endings. I didn't realize that I could save. Continue trip. Okay. I need to save before all the scary questions and stuff. Perhaps you're asking the wrong questions. Okay, I'm going on the bus. I'm going on the bus. I like how one ending is just no. Yeah, I'm going in. We'll begin our trip shortly. Please get settled. Okay. I'm gonna sit in the front if I can. Hello. I can see some empty seats. Sit at the front. I wonder if I'm gonna get my mom again. What a tight seat. The bus didn't look great from the outside, but it's even worse on the inside. But I'm a certain creature of routine. It's already hard to keep my eyes open. Sleep, 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 sleep. Oh yeah, it's the mom. Okay, so the order of you sitting doesn't matter. You get the same person each time. I got the conductor last time. Time to fight my mom again. Sorry. Hold on. We're gonna save up my mom's lips. Sorry. Let me know if I make too much noise. Sure. Thank you. Sorry. Your voices sound so much like my daughter's. I haven't seen my daughter in years. My mother passed away. Just immediately oversharing. Oh, I'm sorry. Still, your voice is too much like my daughter's, and so is your hair. Are you sure my voice doesn't remind you of anything? Her voice, it can't be. It reminds me of... It reminds you of your mother's voice, doesn't it? This is like straight up a demon. What do you want from me? I just want to hear your voice. It would be good if we could talk, don't you think? Maybe I'll be nice to her this time, because I girl bossed her, so she left me alone. To remember the bit of a life we had. Before I left. My impulse is to run. To jump through the window, even as the bus speeds down the highway. But something keeps me stuck to the seat. A part of me resists the impulse to run. Daughter? It's just weird that she doesn't call me by my name. I know our last conversation didn't go very well. Didn't go very well? Is that how you classify exposing your daughter from your own deathbed? Screaming. I just reacted to what you said that day. You wanted to deny me the right to die. You ran away from me. Did I? Does it matter now? I'm back, daughter. I know you recognize my voice. I returned to give you another chance. I still want to be mean, but I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be nice and fake nice. I don't know it myself. I searched for you for so long. This bus's lights, they shine brightly in the darkness. The bus driver's just sitting there like, okay. I felt I'd find you here. I spent a lot of time thinking about what to say, especially considering how we said goodbye. My mom is dead. She can't board a bus. This isn't just any bus, you must have noticed. Yeah, that's pretty clear. You never were one to let opportunities pass you by. You never hid your real thoughts, not from me. Why not take the chance, daughter? You can't be her. How could I not be her? Don't you recognize the purple lipstick? Is it that hard to believe? Remember when you scraped your knees? I must have been 7. I think everyone scraped their knees when they were 7. I remember it very well. I'm your mother. That day was seared into my soul. What could I be if not her? You could be a demon. Can't hurt. She's dead. But you've heard stories like this, haven't you? Events beyond our comprehension. Miracles. Can't you see? I came back to find you. To what? Girl boss me again? I'd like to believe that. Then believe, daughter of mine. Place me in the role of your mother. Oh God. You can shape much more than you imagine. I'm gonna save again just in case. Okay, I'll try. Yes. Finally, I can give you something. It's strange to think how far we had to go to be able to do it. Haha. What now? Now we have much to talk about. This dark and dirty bus is no place for this. We'll have our family reunion yet. Oh God. She like knows. You'll know the right moment. I got mom's back achievement. Are you still there? Nothing. Not even a whisper. I got a new achievement. Woo, let's go. I can't stop trembling. I'm nauseated. Go to the bathroom. Time to see a new face. Jojo, what are you mowing about? I'd already imagined how the last conversation between the two of us could be different. I did that many times, but I could never picture a conclusion to any of those imaginary talks. Until today. Oh yeah, I got the 3 face. Second look, it's changing again. All her life she wanted me to change. I don't think this is what she had in mind. What, you don't like my new hairstyle, Mom? Well, I was nice to my mom and I didn't like it. It doesn't feel right. Empty once more. No trace of the passengers. Good morning, miss. I'll hazard a guess that you didn't regret joining us for another trip. I might have something to game here. Of course, miss. You will get there, to your destination in time. It's what we promise all of our passengers. Well, at least we can get them to the bus station, haha. The ones who make it here are content. Hold on. Do you mean to say that some people don't reach the bus station? I don't like to gossip, miss. In fact, I need to start preparing for the next trip, or I'll be late. I'm sure we'll provide even better service on your next trip. You're pretty confident. I am. Until next time. There's so many other achievements, dude. I don't think I'll get all of them. Body in the casket. She's pissed at it. She's got to focus. You're a professional. Time to cry. Mourn the loss. I'm a professional. I regain my composure. Nobody notices. I just love the flowers. They're so good. I can't focus with that. Don't answer the phone. The work helps me hide once more. From my dad passing away. Hello again, Diet Northern Lion. So that's how it ends. That's how it ends. Once they're buried, it's over. I meant your job. Oh, yeah, that's it. You seem out of it. Okay, so this dude makes me late. So I need to not be late. No. We don't open up to a client. It's intriguing to see it in person. I should pay you. Here, thanks. Oh, before I forget, here's an address. I know this address. Another client of yours lives there. He's a friend of mine. I didn't expect this. He needs your services again. Something happened out of the blue. Now I'd have to drop everything to hurry there. He really wanted to have you there. I didn't sleep at all last night. It seems like this never ends. Oh god, he's opening up. Can I get to the job on time? No, I gotta skeet. I need to go now. Oh. Naturally, you've completed your obligations here. I'm sorry. Have a good trip. Now I'm gonna get, like, shitty, terrible client. Head to the bus station. See, I didn't waste any time. I'm not gonna be late. An unplanned trip. It's totally not gonna be that weird bus. I don't want to go, to be honest. But the client is waiting. I can't just leave him there sitting with a dead person. Can I? She's thinking about it. I didn't even buy a ticket. After all, it should be arriving. Our favorite bus. I want this as a wallpaper. I hope they offer downloadable wallpapers because I love this scene so much. Whether I want it to or not. Board the bus. Do, do, do. Oh, I got the number of footsteps wrong. Oh, miss, it's good to see you again. It's been like 5 seconds. I'm not sure I can say the same. The last trip got in the way of my work. Really? That's not my responsibility. So true. I did my job. Yours, that's not up to me. Look here. Shut up. Would you please take your seat? I can't start the bus until you're all seated. There's the bear. Rawr. I want to talk to the bear. I can see some empty seats. I wonder what sitting in the middle would do. I'm gonna sit at the back. Let's see what happens. What a tight seat. I think the conductor is gonna talk to me anyway. It didn't look this uncomfortable from the corridor. Oh, screw it. I've traveled in worse things. At least there's no puke on the floor this time. Sleep's coming. The conductor's gonna wake me up and say I can't sleep here. I feel like I'm being watched. Hey. You can't sleep here. Okay, I'm gonna save. Can't be serious. I have no time for jokes. We're not a hotel. You paid to travel, not to sleep. Whoever tries to disrespect the rules must answer to me. It's funny because I've slept the past 2 times. No sleeping. Sleeping's the reason I came here, dude. That is a direct violation of our rules. There is something off here. Do you happen to be carrying something that should not be here? I wonder if he means my soul. I'm not carrying anything special. Lies. I can see it. Something is off here. I'm not hiding anything. Where is your ticket? Or perhaps there's something else in your pockets. I must take a closer look. Stop hiding. Oh shit. I want to see the ticket. Oh shit. Keep calm, breathe. He won't let this go. He just wants the damn ticket. Find the ticket. I have the other passengers to check on now. Check the purse, look inside the coat. I think my pants pocket's where my soul is, right? In my pocket. Be careful with that, passenger. It's my wallet. It's just my wallet. Full of 2x3 photos of people I haven't seen in years. I think I've forgotten all of their names. That's kind of fucked up. Not important. Put it away. I like my blue socks. He wants me to poke the eye. Remove the object slowly. I should have poked his fucking eye. I might go back and poke his eye. What are you recording? I tape conversations from the ones who are in mourning. It may seem like voyeurism, but it's useful to see the types of stories told about the dead, what stays in people's minds, what they chose to share on the last day they're in the deceased's company, and what they chose to keep for themselves. When was the last time I put batteries in this thing? Inoffensive. Put it away. I'm gonna poke the eye. Save. This one. Poke the eye. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, he's pissed. Ah. You refuse to cooperate this much? So be it. I need to wash my hand. I poked his eye. I feel bad. I'd already imagined how the last conversation between us could be different. Wait, it's playing the one... It's playing the one where I talked to my mom. Well, I found a broken part. I think this is the part where it, like... Do I, like, F my face up? That's really funny. Well, I poked the eye and he went away. Hello. Good morning, miss. Did you change bus seats? They seem smaller. I kind of want to give him my soul. It's not polite to comment. Oh, looks like I forgot my manners. Forgive me, please. In any case, it seems our services will soon no longer be needed. I still need to get to the funerals. Unless... Hey, answer me. No, it's nothing. We'll speak when the time is right. Wait, before you go. There's a matter we should settle. From what I understand, you were involved in a situation with our conductor. Yeah, sorry, I poked his eye. I didn't want to hurt him. I just wanted him to leave me alone. He'll recover. Perhaps your attack will make him rethink his methods. Still, I have a matter to settle with you. Due to this whole mess, the ticket wasn't delivered. And my colleague is, well, incapacitated. Thus, I need to collect the ticket myself. You want me to give you the ticket? I'm asking that you deliver over to me what you didn't give to the conductor. You must understand that the two of you have put me in a complicated situation. My job isn't to collect tickets. That's what the conductor does. But I'll take one for the team. I want to give him my soul and see what happens. I've got the ticket, but I also have this. What's this? There's something else here. Where did this thing come from? It pulses with my heart. I'm sorry to say, but this time I'm the one in a hurry, miss. I'll save again. I see why there's so many slots. Give him the soul. This is gonna end badly. Here. Take it. It's my soul. I got some jelly beans for you. Are you sure? Yes. So be it. When we see each other again, we'll know where we're at. I just handed my soul over to a friggin' bus conductor. Ah, you're here. I was afraid you'd be late. I'm never late. And unless it was the last run of this game. Wait, we buried your father not that long ago. You had another death in the family? I got an indifferent achievement. Another? No, it's the same one. I don't understand. I think it's best if he explains it himself. This is different. What? Restless deceased. Ah, it's you. Is it because I gave him my soul? Yes, it's me. We buried 2 weeks ago. What the hell? Oh, that? You call that mourning? I already wept for you. I wept as I weep for all the departed. No. You actually believe the way you treat your clients isn't evident in your work? You never have time for them. You don't even know who you're crying for. You don't even know my name. Perhaps you do not wish to look them in the eyes. Or maybe they remind you of something you would rather forget. It doesn't matter. This is different. I am tired. I want to go for real this time. Weep for the departed one more time. What the hell's going on here? The tears won't come. Weep. Come on, eyes, cry. What good will it do to weep for him again? Will he lie down in peace this time? What the hell? The tears won't come, damn it. Weep. He will keep returning, won't he? Demanding more each time. Will this ever end? Run, 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 run. I must be walking around like an insane person. I can feel the pedestrians looking at me. Screw it. I recognize the texture of the asphalt beneath my feet. I know the smell of oil and deep frying and rubber and people. I know the sounds of engines and pistons and ripped tickets. It's bus time. And I know the distortion this vehicle causes to my vision. Bus time. Well, I gave the bus conductor my soul, and then I saw a dead guy talk to me. That seems fine. Miss? ... Go. You can enter. I'm like, some dead dude's been talking to me, bro. Hello, cursed child. ... There's only one place for me to sit. Sit in the middle. Here we go again. I can't get used to these seats. Sleepy time. She just conks right out instantly. Huh? Oh, it's that freak. That cheap cologne smell. Hee hee hee, we meet again. Our last encounter was rather shocking. I didn't forget your promise. Promise? I was looking forward to my travels, awaiting your story. The story, sure. Why do I travel by bus so much? Yeah, that's right. Hee hee hee. Joy of my travels and vanquisher of my boredom. Leave me alone, you freak. Well, I'm all ears. Right. The first oh, it's gonna force me to tell him. Okay. My dad was furious. Furious? Why? At what? At me, because I cried at the funeral. Crying at a funeral, that's to be expected. Is it not? Is it not? Is it not? Yes, only... I don't usually talk about this. Oh! That's even better. Well, when I cry, it's not real. It's never real. Oh! Elaborate. I wanted to cry for real. I thought it would be appropriate. A mere formality. Protocol. Etiquette. Hey, hey. Continue the story. I never got along with my mother. We even had an argument at her deathbed. So Dad saw my tears as pure insincerity. Mockery. He was beside himself. Wait. Your story lacks a character. Add one. Who should I add this time? I added Gustavo last time, but there was no one else. Hey. This happened. I'm not making it up. Hey. Hey. Add a character. ... My older brother is there, my younger brother is there, my twin brother is there. Okay, so I can only do brothers. I see. I think I did twin. Let's do older, I guess. I knew there was someone else present. I'm a very attentive listener. No detail escapes me. Now continue. I try to defend myself, but soon I was pointing fingers as well, accusing Dad of things I can't even recall anymore. He was convinced our argument had landed the final blow to my mom. Even though she was in a terminal state already, to him I'd killed her. Hee hee, I see. What about your brother? What did he do? My brother? He was there. He didn't just watch, did he? No, that would be way too boring. My brother... Remember that day. How did it go? He sided with Dad. I was cornered, nowhere to go, no support. The two people I'd shared that house with for years pointing fingers at me. The tension escalates. Hey, did you... get back at them? That was all too much. I threw the door open and walked aimlessly through the night. I think I would have been crying if I had the capacity. I didn't, of course. My mind was confused like never before, but my vision was clear. Our intrepid protagonist flees the scene. No. So we can freely interpret the facts. Hee hee hee, call it whatever you want. We both know what happened. Anyway, go on. You went out in the middle of the night, aimless. Must have arrived somewhere. What if I say I went back home? Then you'd be lying. And ending your story on a very meh note. No one will believe that. Not even you. That's why it doesn't work. So you'd better continue the story. I don't know when I got there, to the bus station. I was lost in thought. I bought a ticket someplace I can't remember, but far away so the trip would be long. I did all that without even thinking. I sat alone and observed the hills rolling by for hours. I hadn't slept in weeks. My mom's situation, I just couldn't. On that bus, though, I slept like a baby. When the insomnia comes knocking, well, this trick still works. Besides, every town has someone passing away. There's always a funeral that requires a bit more drama, believe it if you will. You spoke, I heard, and I judged. It lacks conflict. What? You carry a grievance from this story. You must blame someone. It's the rule, the weight you carry from all this. Yes, that's it. Tell me who you blame. I'm going to say myself now. I didn't expect that. It's a possibility, sure. And you carry that with you. Well, I got what I wanted. I have nothing more to ask. This little story of yours will keep me satisfied for a few more miles. Thank you for making me relive that awful day. Me? Ew, I got obsessive thoughts. Achievement. He. I didn't do anything. Whatever you did it yourself. This is all you. Just you. I just listened. And now that it's over, I have no reason to be here. Oh, he didn't show me his face this time. That's okay, we saw it. Sigh. Finally, he's gone. This conversation made me dizzy. I need to wash my face. Let's see what face I get this time. I need to wash my face. ... I hadn't thought about that day in so long, or at least I'd tried not to. Maybe that was my mistake. Yeah, you need to keep your thought. I still get the silly wobbly face. Maybe that's why I can't fix this face. This face, it's starting to get on my nerves. ... This is it. I've postponed things for long enough. Oh, I didn't fix it this time. Is it because I gave up my soul? Miss, is that really you? Despite everything, I still had to force it a bit to fit like it should. Have you ever dreamed you were losing your teeth? The sensation is similar. I don't have dreams, miss. But I'll try to project them in the future, since we won't see each other again. How do you know that? I've already asked this question. Damn it, I should have picked a different one. I can tell when they're not coming back, but I'm not the one who chooses these things. I just do my job. In fact, where do you think you're headed? I haven't made up my mind yet. You left behind a rather unusual payment, did you not? Oh, that. I think I still have the ticket if you want it. The ticket doesn't matter anymore. Not after paying for your trip like that. If you leave the bus like this... Well, I've been thinking... We have room for you here with us. Yes, this is what I wanted. On the bus? Many sad stories pass through here. I think those stories would like someone to listen. Someone who knows how to handle the bitterness they carry. The bus would be lighter. And a lighter vehicle would make my job easier, you see. The gearbox wouldn't suffer as much. I'm talking about a position that would be yours alone. I won't offer it again. If you leave through that door... I accept your proposition. Very well. Welcome to the Eigengrau line. I got a job. Let's go. My old line of work is useful here. I know how to listen. They long for my ears. The noises of the outside world vanish amidst their stories. And with them, so do the noises of the interior world. Their problems become mine, and are solved when they vanish forever from my life. A long time ago, a constant memory chased me. Today, it cannot find me anymore. On this eternal trip, I am at peace. Hell yeah, I got an eternal passenger. Excellent. That's probably the bad ending. That's okay. I'm gonna look in the CG gallery. Ooh, I got a good one. Ooh. I like that one. I got another one. Therefore, you must forget yourself. These are so cool. I freaking love these. Okay, do I want to try one more? I might want to try one more. Let's see where I kept saving. I gave him my soul. We could try to not do that. Hand over the ticket. Let's see what happens if I don't give my brother the ticket. Here it is. Thank you very much. When we see each other again, we'll know where we're at. All right, let's zoom through this part. I wonder if I'm gonna talk to this dead guy again. I'm never late. We buried your father not some time ago. You had another death in the family? Another? No. It's the same one. I don't understand. I think it's best if he explains it himself. So I think I get this because I didn't talk to the other guys very well. Like I was really brief and I was like, I gotta go. So I wasn't a dutiful mourner. Ah, it's you. Yes, it's me. It's good you're back. I expect you to do your job properly this time. I already wept for you. I wept as I wept for all the departed. I know. You actually believe that the way you treat your clients isn't evident in your work. My voice is dying. I'm gonna fast through. I'm tired. I want to go for real this time. What the hell's going on? I can't cry. She's feeling a little bit of cry block. A little bit of mourn block. Like art block. Will this ever end? Run time. Run away from your problems time. I must be walking around like an insane person. I can feel the pedestrians looking at me. And she's at like a bus stop now. For some reason I thought she was at a fair. Maybe she is at a fair. Bus time. Hello, bus. Board the bus. How many tickets have I gotten? I've definitely gotten like 4. Like all in total, 4 tickets. Miss? Huh? You've been standing there for a while, have I? You don't have a ticket. No ticket? No problem. I reserved one for you. Go on inside. Scary little girl with no face. So spooky. There's only one place for me to sit. In the middle. Here we go again. I can't get used to the seats. Sleep, 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 sleep. So this time, I don't know what I'm going to give the conductor because I don't have a ticket. Oh no, it's this guy. I just did this. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna zoom. I'm all ears. Me frantically clicking. Go, 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 go. This dude is so creepy. Add a character. I think I'm gonna add another brother. Like a different one. Add a character. My older brother. Continue. I'm gonna do the same setup where he sides with the dad. Remember that day. His eyeball's so creepy. He sided with dad. Get back at them. Nope, I ran away. I zoomed. Bus stop. Bought a train ticket and slept for the first time. You spoke, I heard, and I judged. It lacks conflict. I think I'm gonna say I blame my dad because I don't agree with her blaming herself. It's what happened. I have nothing more to ask. I want to see his face again. Hee hee hee. I don't know how long I've been here, riding this wreck of a bus for miles on end. My stories get lost on the road. Why do you think I beg for others' stories? Maybe you should pay more attention to what you do with yours. freak. Weird little demon guy. Sigh. Finally, he's gone. I need to wash my face. Dot, 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 dot. I hadn't thought about that day in so long. Try to bury my trauma. Yep, I still got the weird flip-top trash can face. Maybe that's why I can't fix this face. This face, it's starting to get on my nerves. Mostly because I'm bald. This is it. I've postponed things for long enough. I like the one where she becomes a member of the bus. Is that really you? For the first time, I think. In that case, nice to meet you. Unfortunately, this first meeting is also a goodbye. I don't think we'll see each other again anytime soon. I feel the same. Not everyone realizes it. When their journeys are coming to an end. A lot spend so long here that they no longer remember where they're going. I think I met some of them. Sincerely, I don't complain. It's good to have a full bus. It's what makes me content. I thought it was taking people to their destinations. No, that gives me purpose. A full bus is something else. The bus will keep going where it needs to go. I don't choose its destinations. You choose, and you don't always realize it. Ah, the old call. Am I going to answer it this time? I answered it this time. Hello? Yes, it's me. Gasp. I expected as much. I reached the bus station. Yes, I know where it is. No, I'm going on foot. I need to stretch my legs. I'm just walking my ass to the hospital. There's something heavy in my pocket. Ah. Is it my soul? No, it's my Walkman. It's got a battery. An old friend begging for attention. The funeral records, whispered words, candid recordings. Yeet. These don't mean anything to me anymore. Did they ever, though, girl? Did they ever? So this is it, huh? Here I am. It's been a long time, Dad. Finally. Is Gustavo different? Nope, he's the same. I've been trying forever to contact you. Gustavo? Who else would I be? Did I change that much? I don't want to talk to you. But we do need to talk. No, we do not. Go home. Sigh. Dad was right. Damn, he just fucked off. Dad, it's been a while. This isn't how I pictured our goodbye. At least you can't chase me off this time. Not even if you wanted to. I saw Mom. Actually, I spoke to her. I agreed to speak with her once more. To try to change a bit how things went. Can you believe it? I did it. We did it. Thought you'd like to know. I've seen many of my clients in the situation we're in now. Or something very close to it. And now my time has come, huh? Ellipses. No cry. I did not cry. I did it. I did not cry. Let's see what image we got. I think that there's probably one more when I keep the ticket, maybe. And silently looked back. I bet this like creates like a poem. Like all the way back. I'm gonna do one more from the soul. And I'm gonna hand over the ticket because then I can't give it to my brother. I'm gonna zoom. I wish I could skip. I don't think I can skip. I cannot skip. Okay. We're just gonna zoom. We're gonna zoom and see if I get a different ending if I talk to my brother and don't give him the ticket. I think that's my last. Maybe 2 weeks ago. This old guy's freaking talking to me. I mean, he might not be old. I guess he's like 62 or something. Time to weep. Weep, goddammit. Apparently she can't cry when the dead people are talking to her. I mean, like, fair though. Will this ever end? Run! I must be walking around like an insane person. Bus time. Now I have to talk to I have to talk to this story guy again. I actually really like this game. As you can tell because I'm trying to get all the endings. Dun. My big stompy boots. Hello. ... You can enter. Okie dokie. So I didn't give him my soul. I gave him the ticket. I'm just trying to remember what all I did. Ah. Spooky child. I wonder if that's like me. Like, I mean, I saw that last time and said that, but me from when I went to the bus stop. Sleep, 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 sleep. And there's the weirdo. I'm gonna click so fast. I'm clicking so fast. So if you deny his story, you get him instead of the conductor. I'm clicking so fast. Zoom. Zoom. Elaborate. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going so fast. I'm gonna make my hand hurt. This happened. I'm not making it up. Add a character. See, my younger brother was there. Woo! Remember that day. He didn't do anything. He just watched, waited to see what we do. So he didn't do anything. Boring. He hates it. And I ended up at a bus stop. This isn't me. Me skipping all this lore, this isn't me. The desert bus. I'm just trying to get all the endings. My dad. It's my dad's fault. This guy's the worst character, but it's okay. Yeah, thanks for making me relive that awful day. Rude. Very rude. Bye, bitch. He zoomed. Sigh. Finally, he's gone. I just realized there's a guy over there. You missed the, like, actual conversation we had at first. It was really scary. I need to wash my face. Now you get to see my cool face. I have a very cool face. My finger hurts. I don't know if you heard that crack. I hadn't thought about that day in so long, or at least I tried not to. Maybe that was my mistake. Keeping my trauma hidden. My very good face. Maybe that's why I can't fix this face. My garbage can face. Just like flip it. This is it. I've postponed things for long enough. George is just running around the house crying. Is that really you? And then it gets stuck on the wrong side. No! Jojo. I had to force it to fit like it should. Have you ever dreamed you were losing your teeth? I don't dream. I'll try to project them in the future since we won't see each other again. I'll try to think about dreams real hard. I don't know anymore if that's good. Many who come by here don't know. You are just another one. It'll depend on what you do, wherever you're going. And that's none of my business. The bus will keep going where it needs to go. I don't choose its destinations. You choose, and you don't always realize it. I'm gonna answer the phone call. Hello? Yes, it's me. Gasp. I expected as much. I reached the bus station. Yes, I know where it is. I'm going on foot. Can't risk going on another boring bus ride. She's done with buses. I don't quite know about the recorder. I think maybe that's part of another ending. Yeet. Ow, that's my foot. George, that's my feet. Hey. Hey, come here, little rat. George, you want to pull the plug on Dad? Come here. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's fucked up. Here I am. It's been a long time, Dad. What if I give my brother my soul? Can I do that? Hello, Gustavo. I've been trying forever to contact you. I'm gonna be nice to him. Maybe, hold on. I'm gonna save and see. Did you see him? He was about to push a button. Do not push a button. You little rat. Did I change that much? Oh, I can't be mean to him. It's George time. You changed a lot. I expected it would be like this. What are you doing, you little rat? I knew this would fall in my lap, because you always did whatever you felt like. Someone in this family had to do it. Drop it. This is different dialogue. I'm glad I saved. It saves again, even though that won't really do anything. Return. Someone in this family had to do it. Look, I didn't call you out here to have a fight. I'm tired. I'm tired, Candelaria. You know, ever since I got here, I couldn't stop thinking about that day. That day, it didn't feel like it would have such an impact at the time, did it? But it destroyed us. I keep thinking about what I did, about the choice I made. Why, he just there. George just wants to be here. I had to take a cab to get here. Christina lost control of the car last week. She hit a tree. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Really? I didn't know that. I tried to call you. Is she okay? She is, not a scratch on her. The car wasn't so lucky. So I came here in a cab, right? But it's going to sound ridiculous. You won't believe me. He went in a weird cab? Try me. Okay, fine. I don't know how long I spent in that cab. It seemed like days. Days riding around streets I'd never seen before, streets I know I'll never see again. Impossible routes, eternal roundabouts. The radio spoke to me. The cab's radio. He had an experience too. I went through something similar. You did? It wasn't a cab, but yes. I guess we really are cursed somehow. The whole time I kept reliving that day. How I couldn't do anything. Oh, you leaving? Bye. Ow. How I couldn't do anything. How I just stared at the two of you like an idiot. I should have said something. I'm not even sure if I should have defended you or Dad. But I should have done something, anything. The taximeter spun at the same speed as my thoughts. I apologize for my inaction, Candelaria, for letting things get the way that they did. Like my comatose father. I accept your apology. It's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. Maybe I can get this off my mind now. Now? Thank you. Well, we need to address the present situation. God, it's hard to say this. There's nothing more that can be done. I can't keep him here, and I know you can't either. We're turning the machines off, Candelaria. I think it's for the best. I know I'd prefer it. But I feel lost. I couldn't do this by myself. I'm a mess. Well, I don't have the ticket, so he's just SOL, isn't he? Candelaria? Sorry, I spaced out. That's very real. This has been taking its toll on my sanity, you know? To have to turn off the machines, to send them away. A duty that should belong to nature falls on our shoulders. Would you believe? It's embarrassing. Just say it. I saw Mom here in the hospital. I spoke with her, with Mom. I'd never been so scared. I thought I was losing my mind. She said she spoke to you. She said you opened the way for her to return. I still think that Mom's a demon. She's scary. So I confess, I'm looking forward to ending this. I don't know. Save yet again for the 8th time. So am I. Go ahead, say your goodbyes. I'm going to go wash my face or something. We can give the order together when you're ready. Dad, it's been a while. I even had the opportunity of reliving the last day recently. It wasn't pleasant, I'm sure you can imagine, but this isn't how I pictured our goodbye. At least you can't chase me off this time. Not even if you wanted to. I saw Mom. Actually, I spoke to her. I agreed to speak with her once more. To try to change a bit how things went. Can you believe it? I did it. We did it. I thought you'd like to know. I've seen many of my clients in the situation we're in now. Or something very close to it. And now my time has come. ... I think I'll cry. Aw, man. Okay, hold on. I didn't get a different ending, but let's continue. Let's say we don't have to say goodbye. What do you mean? I also talked to Mom. What? But how? That's impossible. I don't know, and I don't care. I've got an idea. I've been thinking about this for some time. Gustavo. Turn the machines off. I'm dying, Scoop. The three of us have a bus to catch. Aw, shit. Family road trip. We all went on the bus. That's the one I was trying to get. Hell yeah. Well, let's see what image we got. I looked at those. This one? In the Dream of Life. Heck yeah. I don't think I got all the endings. Let me see how many there were. Because I thought it said 4, but maybe I'm just remembering wrong. 5+ endings created by your choices. Okay, so I think I only found a couple of them, but that was really cool. I love that game. I would play this for a long time, but I don't want to bore everyone with, like, the chair squeaked and scared me. I don't want to bore everyone with all of my stuff. All of my clicking around and not knowing where to go. So, but definitely buy this game. It's coming out on the 13th. I highly recommend it. I'm going to try to edit this video and have it up on YouTube today. It's currently 10 p.m. so it's not like I have anything else to do. But yeah, that was cool. I love that game. That was super sick. Excellent time. Let me see if anyone is streaming that I can raid. I know it's like Monday night at 8 or at 10. I don't know why I said 8. I think I saw a number 8 on my phone and I got confused. Get out of here. Yeah, that was so sick. Thank you so much to Tiago for the code. That was an excellent time. Oh, I can't rate any of these channels. That's okay. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the follows and everything. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be back to streaming more regularly. I'm going to be playing some other games that I downloaded this week. Some more horror games. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, I really like this game. This is super cool. I love all the art. I think I'm going to be trying to play this by myself and complete it because it was really cool. So yeah, download this game when it comes out. Support the creator, Tiago. They're very cool, very good writer. I don't know who the artist is. I'll have to look that up. I'm sure it's in the credits, but we all know that I don't read. I was gonna get George to say goodbye, but he effed off. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Bye.